Good evening. Thank you for everybody who joining me this evening. Welcome to Outside the Game. Uh, my first episode on second season. I have a very special guest this evening with me. Uh, Coach Martin, a guy I've worked with. He's played football all over the world, literally, and just a good guy. So start off, Coach Martin. Martin, tell him a little bit about yourself. Tell him where you went to high school.
Well, like you said, my name is Martin Mccoy. I went to high school with Frederick Douglass in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Graduated 2011, and from there went on to go to Virginia Union for about a semester. Left there because some nonsense. I wasn't focused, and went on to go to Bethany College and went there for 4 years. Graduated from there in 2016, and life began for me after that.
Okay. So we're gonna get a lot more into that. So I just want to say first of all, kudos to you, man, because you've been chasing your dream for a while now,
Thank
and not many people have the fortitude to keep going when they told no and doors are closed. So kudos to you for chasing your dream, man. For 27, you have a quite interesting journey. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the stops of playing football in Brazil, and when you think of Brazil, first thing you think of is soccer, football.
Oh yeah.
Right, you know, most people, if you're over there, I know that's huge over there.
Mm-hmm.
Football, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you had so many experiences and met so many different people. But let's start a little bit from the beginning. What was it about you that brought you the love of the sport? What made you start loving the game, and what brought your attention to it? What made you love it?
That's a great question. I say just being active. That was the first thing that brought me to football. Being active, and I started playing. Didn't realize the X's and O's of it yet. That wasn't really important to me at the time. It was
Just having fun.
just having fun. That was the
Mhm.
biggest thing.
Mhm.
And from there, once I started, once I was introduced to the game, from there I started watching it on TV. And as a kid, I saw the Redskins on TV,
Mhm.
and grew infatuated with players like Clinton Portis, and my favorite of all of them was Sean Taylor.
Absolutely. Rest in peace,
Rest in
Chantel.
peace, Sean Taylor.
Yes, sir.
And just from there, man, once I saw them guys play, my mom would tell you to this day. I don't remember saying this, but she
Mhm.
said that I told her that I want to be a football player for the Washington Redskins. Yeah, and I still to this day don't remember saying that, but
Yeah.
the fact that it's said and I'm living, what I'm saying, working towards it now,
And it's
is
actually
big.
in front of you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's big.
Mhm.
So that's probably what got me started. Just the love for the game and just wanting to be active, and then going on and see those guys play professionally.
So, at what point on the journey when you started playing? Because of course, you loved it and you were acting and stuff. But at what point on the journey did you say, this might be something I want to do? I really love this. At what time did that click for you, and when did it all come together?
I'd probably say in between the time where I went to Virginia Union,
Hmm.
and I had to stop, what I'm saying, going to school because I wasn't as focused. And I went and got my second chance and went to Bethany. That's probably about the time. And around that time, I started to figure out that it's more to football than just running around and hitting people and being faster than
And
the
so, let
next
me
guy.
stop you there because that's a little bit what I want to ask. What was your major?
My major is sports management.
Sports management.
Sports management.
Okay. And so, when you go back a little bit to high school, right before Bethany,
Yep.
were there a lot of scholarships? Were there a lot of attention? What was your high school career like? Like, how did that go? How did you end up at Bethany?
Well, my high school career it wasn't glamorous. Guys like Clay Matthews, who you hear about, didn't start.
So, Clayton Matthews went to high school with you.
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Clay Matthews, he was in high school in
Okay,
California.
got you. Okay.
But
Hmm.
I relate my high school career to his because he was a guy who didn't start basically until his senior year.
Got you. Okay.
So all throughout high school, I'm figuring out who I am as a player.
Hmm.
I came in high school as a chubby kid, wasn't really athletic, stuff like that. And as I get closer to my senior year, I'm losing weight, becoming more athletic, getting faster.
Start coming together.
Start coming together, and then by the time senior year come, I break my leg. So it's a lot of work being put together, and then you have a quick little
So
setback.
stop right there. Talk about what it took to come back from that. Because as a young kid,
Yeah.
your senior year.
Mhm.
That's a lot right there. How did you get past that?
I say the biggest thing that helped me get past that was just family. Because I mean, I couldn't go nowhere. I'm in the house. I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing out on my senior year. I'm trying to force myself to practice. I'm at practice with a broken leg, trying to run around. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Mom, like I like this game. I wanna play. And she like, well, you can't. Look at your leg. So this
When
been
you're acting, you love the game, though.
yeah.
Somebody gonna have to really sit you down, though.
hmm
When you love it, you're gonna definitely get out there.
That's the biggest thing. My mom, she helped me get through it. She helped me get through it. My brothers, you know what I'm saying, they gave me strength. And just being around family and good energy.
So talk about a little bit what it took to overcome it physically. Like, what did you have to do? How much harder did you have to train? What did you have to do to overcome that and get back to the place you was at? Because that was a broken leg. You need your legs. So talk about what that took, working out wise, and for you to come back from that.
Well, after I broke my leg the first time, I I didn't really go through any rehab or anything like that.
Okay.
And this is around the time I wasn't as serious about football. So
Okay.
it naturally healed, and I naturally was able to just start running again. And went into college thinking, okay, I'm 100% healthy, which I was. You know what I'm saying? Just being obedient to what the doctors was telling me, just to rest and stuff like that. So it wasn't really a hard comeback. The first time I did it.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Second time.
The second time I did it, was tougher because it was in college, my senior year.
Okay.
All
right.
And when I did it, then I'm looking at CFL tryouts I want to go to, and NFL workouts possibly.
Okay,
And,
so we're gonna come back to that then,
yeah.
because let's just go ahead and talk about that.
Gotcha.
Let's talk about that now.
Gotcha.
So you got there. Where, what was your mindset when you first got there?
When I got the Bethany?
Yeah, when you got the Bethany. I mean, was you like, all right, I'm here. I'm about to take off. I'm about to go to the NFL. I mean, what was you thinking? What was your expectations coming into it? What was your mindset like?
Well, when I got to Bethany, it was just like God had gave me a second chance. So I looked at it as like, man, forget everybody on this football field. I'm about to go crazy. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I put pads on, anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset. Just go crazy, become a starter, and just make a name for myself. Because nobody knew me. I walked on.
So did you have NFL aspirations though? Did you think this was gonna take you to the league, or you were just there to capitalize off the opportunity and just wild out and just let whatever happens happens?
When I first got there, I wasn't even thinking about NFL. I was just thinking about that moment, playing there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really started thinking about NFL or any other higher playing opportunities until my junior year.
Okay.
So once I got to Bethany, it was just like, let's seize this moment.
So what was it like when you got there? What was some of the struggles that you had, or what? No. So what were some of the adjustments actually? Because you came in as a freshman,
Yep.
you left home, you away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about some of the adjustments you had to make on and off the field. Because I'm sure, I don't know what it was like in Bethany, but I'm sure it was different from where you was at.
Oh, no,
So talk about some of the things you had to adjust to off the field as well as on the field.
Well, adjusting to Bethany, first of all, coming from Virginia Union, which was a HBCU, then going to Bethany, which is a PWY, that was the biggest adjustment. You know what I'm saying? I'm going up there. It's a lot of different races. You got white folks. You got mainly white folks. Then you got like some of your, you know what I'm saying, different races as well. Just having to adjust to being around those different cultures and mindsets and stuff like that is different. So being around that, it helped me be able to be more social. You know what I'm saying, and not be just confined to just talking to my people. So I had to adjust like that. But on the field, I had to adjust because I had took a whole year off from leaving Union and coming to Bethany. So I just had to fly. I just had to do what I had to do. Just to spread my wings a little earlier.
And so let's not to skip over you. I may have went too fast.
Okay.
You went from, let me get it straight. You went from high school to.
Because like from high school, I said, my high school career wasn't the greatest. So I took the SAT scores. Thank God my SAT scores was pretty good.
Okay.
Like 1100 something.
Okay.
So I was getting mail from Penn State, got some mail from Virginia Union, and Penn State was kind of out of the question because they expensive. So Virginia Union was more doable. It was a Division II school.
Okay.
Went there,
Okay,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
let's talk about that a little bit. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I
You
gotta
good,
go
you
back
good, you
because
good.
I've actually my fault. I forgot about that.
You
So
good.
let's talk about that a little bit. What was your experience like there? How did things go? Yeah, like what made you leave Virginia Union and then go to Bethany? So talk about how it was there a little bit.
Man, Union was awesome, man. Like being at HBCU is different. Like the experiences there, you can't get them at a bigger institution because there's so much culture within the HBCU. You know, you got teachers; they're closer to the students because they went to the school as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got
They invested in it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got alumni who come back for
Mm-hmm.
homecomings and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they invested in it just as much as the teachers are.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like the culture there is just big, man, and
Mm-hmm.
they have they party more than like a lot of other schools. Like they start partying on Wednesday, and they go from like Wednesday to like Sunday. You know, that's the biggest reason I wasn't able to stay because
So
I
you
fell
wasn't
into it.
able to stay focused.
Yeah, I wasn't because I
Mm-hmm.
mean being away from home for the first time
So
is
what
different.
was it like being like away from home for the first time? Because you was all by yourself. You didn't have your family and stuff.
Yeah,
Was it stuff that you had to adjust to or do different, or was it some hardships?
the biggest thing was just money. You
Money.
know, like learning how to control and manage my money. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean I ain't have a job when I was there. You know what I'm saying? I had family throwing me a couple $100 at a time, and I'm like, okay, let's go either get groceries
Mm-hmm.
or let's go to the restaurant with the friends. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Let's go out to eat on Saturday night or go to the caf or you know what I'm saying?
18,
Decisions like
19,
that.
20 years old. I
You
know
know
what
what I'm
decision you
saying?
made.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of times
Know
I
what decision
chose
you
the
made.
restaurants, the
Yes,
going out
sir.
to partying and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
it was hard to manage money at that age, you know, because I'm not really thinking about money not coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
So back to Bethany, you went there, and what was the first couple of years like? You said they were. How were they on the field? What was your production like?
well, my production was pretty good
It's
because
pretty good.
when I first got there, the coaches liked how physical I was. I was
Mm-hmm.
five. I'm still 5'9", but I was 5'9", 185 pounds.
Position did you play?
Safety. When I
Safety.
first went in, I played safety,
Okay.
and they liked how physical I was, and I
Mm-hmm.
was just hitting everybody. I hit one dude when I wasn't supposed to, and he was doing skelly. He caught a pass. It was a post. He caught a post. I came down, hit him. And coach started screaming at me. This is our star wide receiver. You ain't supposed to hit him. You a freshman. Da da da. I'm like, coach, I don't care about none of that. I'm trying to make a name for myself. I don't care who he is. You know what I'm saying? And they at the end of the day they were upset, but they couldn't do nothing but respect it. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I was getting a lot of attention, and they started me in my first game. I want to say like week 3 at Bethany. You know what I'm saying? And once I started my first game, that's when I actually got in the flow of things and learning the game. And first game I had like what 6 tackles, but at the same time I wasn't playing disciplined football,
Mm-hmm.
so I still had to learn the game a little. You know.
So you said the senior year you broke your leg. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that because that had to be devastating because you said the first time it wasn't that difficult,
Mm-hmm.
but the second time you had some
Aspirations.
aspirations and you was already in that mindset of trying to take it somewhere else by that time.
For sure.
So talk about what you had to go through to make it back from that second one. Cause
Well, after I broke my leg the first time, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, okay, it's high school. You know what I'm saying, we're gonna get back. Second time I did it, like you said, we had the aspirations going to the league, going to make money doing this
yeah,
for a
that could be
living.
devastating.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the way it happened, it was just so it was so fluke. I say, you know what I'm saying? I'm on kick return. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting this game. I'm about to go crazy. I feel like you know what I'm saying. I prepared the right way, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
blocking. Somebody fall on the back of my leg
Mm-hmm.
without you know what I'm saying. That's not none of my control.
True.
You
Correct.
know what I'm saying? Broke
Correct.
my leg, and
Wow.
this in the first half of the game. This we like what last few minutes of the first quarter. I ain't even finished the game. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, I immediately like emotional, emotional. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all my dreams at that point were
Gone.
gone
Yeah.
out the window. You
Yeah.
know, so it definitely took a toll on me and made me look at life differently.
Mm-hmm.
So it hurt.
Yeah, that can be devastating
Yeah,
for someone in their senior year.
yeah,
So kudos to you for staying focused, man, and um, just staying on your path
definitely
because
appreciate that.
most people would have definitely have given up
Mm.
by then. So if you had to do it all over again, is there something that you regret, or something that you think you wish you could have did better while you was at Union and Bethany? Was it something that you know, if you could do it all over again, you would just do it a little bit better or a little bit different?
I always say I live with no regrets. Everything I went through made me a better man, you know. But at the end of the day, I do wish like I would have approached Union with a better mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Being at Virginia Union, it was a great opportunity because it was first of all a Division II school.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing on
Don't matter if you can
yeah.
play, they'll come find you.
You feel me? You
If
know
you
what I'm
can play,
saying?
they'll come find
So being there, you know what I'm saying, they had better opportunities because they played on TV. You know what I'm saying? They had prime time games. You know what I'm
you.
saying? Stuff like
Yeah,
that. And it was better coaching there. So I
yeah.
feel like I should have approached Union better. But
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Who's to say if I did approach Union better, I would have been in a position I am today with,
Correct.
you know what I'm saying, everything I got going on now.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
I can't really say I do anything differently other than that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So after leaving after breaking your leg, your season, and then leaving Bethany, what it leads you to? I know you played in a lot of different football leagues.
Mm.
What happened after that? Did you immediately start going to football leagues, or what came about after that?
Well, the first thing I did after the injury my senior year, me and my mom went to a CFL tryout out in California,
Mm-hmm.
and it was for the Edmonton Eskimos, the CFL team,
Mm-hmm.
and the trial went really good. You know what I'm saying? It was pouring down raining. Like it's funny because this is the first workout that I was able to do after I broke my leg. I'm not feeling 100%.
Wow, in
I'm
the
probably
rain.
in the rain,
Wow,
pouring down rain. It's like a monsoon.
wow.
But the CFL team, they was like, we still gotta get this going because we came all this way from Canada.
Yeah.
We gotta get this happening.
Yes, sir.
So we running 40s in the rain,
Wow.
doing
What was your 40 time in the
I think it was like at the time on a messed up day like a 4.7. You
rain?
know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So it could have
Okay.
been better.
Okay.
You know.
What you run now?
Now the fastest 40 I ran was a 4.52. You know what I'm saying? Hand time, so
Okay.
that's probably like a 4.6. You know what I'm saying?
Way
But
faster than me. Way faster than me.
yeah,
Yeah.
right now I'm just focused on my speed training now.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the after Bethany,
Mm-hmm.
that was the workout, the tryout in the monsoon.
Mm-hmm.
After the workout was over, CFL coach, I still remember his name to this day, is Ed Hervey. Came over to my mom, looked at her, and I'm sitting there hurting. I'm out. It's my, you know what I'm saying. My legs still bother me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at my mom and said, "Take care of him. Take care of him." And I'm sitting there wondering like, what is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? She said, "Take care of him. He did really good today. Make sure you take care of him." And I just took that with a grain of salt. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what he meant by it, but I was like, yeah, I appreciate it, coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep working. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for y'all call, and you know, we're gonna go from there.
Mm-hmm.
That was that.
Okay. And so you spoke about having opportunities in Brazil. So
Mm-hmm.
speak about um first of all, how was the game different? Let's start with that.
Okay.
You know, the football game.
Mm-hmm.
How was it different from the NFL? Are there any differences? Like, what's the rules? Are there different rules?
Well, the game of football in Brazil is the same exact game. It's cookie cutter, but the only difference is just the people playing it.
Hmm.
So it's the same rules,
Okay.
everything the
Okay.
same. But like I said, the people, you got folks who've been playing football for years over there,
Hmm.
and then you got folks who haven't been playing football for years. They're first year players, and they thrown in the same fire as the folks who've been playing for years. So you put somebody who's a rookie in football in their life in the same uh in the same realm as
Yeah.
somebody like me
Yeah,
who's been
that's it.
playing for like
Yeah.
10 plus
Yeah.
years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they try to put those guys on special teams and stuff like that. They can get hurt.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Hmm.
might have some teams who are really good over there, and then another team full of first 1 through 5 year players. They don't know much about the game. Some
Yeah.
of them good, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But majority as a team, they're not good because of the lack of experience that they have with the game.
Hmm.
So that was just the biggest difference from here playing football and going over there. A lot of guys lacked an experience, but
Hmm.
it was definitely a great opportunity for me to get film and become a better player.
Absolutely. So the let's talk about some of the adjustments you had to make going over there to play. You know, how did you eat? How did you get around? What what was the adjustments coming because you came from the States, and now you all were in Brazil. So what was that like on and off the field? I'm sure. I mean, off the field, I'm sure that had to be pretty difficult. How did you communicate with people?
Well, my first year there in 2018, it was oh my gosh, it was a mess because like I ain't know how to speak any Portuguese. That's their native tongue over there, Portuguese. I ain't know how to speak none of that, so I had to learn how to talk Portuguese. Uh, the rides and everything they took care of us. They came and picked us up, took us to practice, picked us up, took us to events and gatherings and stuff like that. So we didn't have to worry about none of that. But the biggest adjustment was just communication on and off the field. You know what I'm saying? Because like we on the field, I'm trying to tell my safety on the other side of the field, hey, we cover two. He like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bruh. Then eventually I just had to throw up numbers, you know what I'm saying, on my hands and stuff like that. So that was just the biggest thing in Brazil, just communication. But once I got that down, it was smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing. Okay. So there had to be very valuable experiences and stuff over there. So would you ever consider doing something over there now after the experiences like coaching or anything over there?
Well, the money in Brazil, it's nowhere close to our money. Like our money value over here is greater than theirs. So if I were to go back to Brazil, I would need a bigger dollar amount. You know what I'm saying? Because of their dollar worth. You know, it's not worth much. You know so it's really out of the picture for me.
Gotcha. So you were just about to join another league in another country when COVID brought everything to a standstill. Changed our lives forever. Really,
definitely.
It led many of us to pivot and even be more resourceful. In a sense, and a lot of us had to start businesses and stuff. So you are a business owner, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about your businesses.
Let's do it.
What are your businesses, first of all? What do you do?
Well, the first business I started in 2020 was a clothing brand called Real Gorilla. I have one of those shirts on right now.
Okay.
The Real Gorilla brand stands for strength, drive, and determination. As a kid growing up, I gravitated towards certain animals who stood out in their respective realm, like sharks, wolves, gorillas. And as I'm growing up, I'm just growing more infatuated with gorillas. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. I think it's just their strength and how they carry themselves. They weren't always the loudest. Always they weren't like the trying to be seen. Like you know what I'm saying? They stayed in their respective area. But if you stepped on their ground, they gonna handle
You're
your
in
business.
trouble.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what made me.
And was this your first time starting a business?
Yeah. So that's where Real Gorilla came from.
Okay.
And I feel like those personalities, characteristics of a gorilla, like calm, but at the same time want to handle business. I feel like that fit me. So that's where Real Gorilla came from. And that was the first business I started. And from there, like my other businesses I started branched off from Real Gorilla because I wanted to ultimately bring more attention back to the clothing brand.
Yeah. Yeah. And so what's another one? You have another one too, right? You have a training, right? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, that started earlier this year.
Okay.
And the training, it ultimately started because of the fact that I knew like I'm gonna be training for my entire career. I have to train in order to stay ready to play football. So there are people who hit me up saying, Marty, let's train. Can we train? I'm trying to get on your program. I'm trying to, lose weight, do this. And I'm like, I don't really got the time to do all this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta focus on me. So then it clicked one day. I'm like, okay, I can, use my knowledge of what I learned in school and after school, like training wise and understanding strength and conditioning to help people become better and lose weight and stuff like whatever they wanted to do with fitness. So I was like, okay, let's help people out. Let's give back. Don't just be selfish. Let's give back.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest thing is just giving back and helping people reach their goals physically and even mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that's how all the training came about, just to try to help and give back.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And then go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, and also let's talk about how did you get, because you got a flag football team, right?
Yeah.
Right. So how did you get into that flag football business? How did that come about? How did you get a team? What made you want to get a flag football team?
That's a great idea. Like I seen guys like Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
he has his team. I want to say they're 7-on-7 or flag.
Mm-hmm.
They might be a 7-on-7, but I saw how he started his. You know what I'm saying? And every off season, he's with the kids, teaching them what he's learned over his career, and just making better athletes, not just better quarterbacks because he's a quarterback, making better athletes in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw him doing that year after year, and I was like, okay, let's work, let's do it, let's do the same thing. So I talked to my brother. We sat down. I want to say earlier this year, and I said, hey, bro, I want to make a flag football team because he has a clothing brand and I do as well. So I was like, let's collab,
let's do it
and get this going. You know what I'm saying? And we got our first game coming up September 12th. So
okay, September 12th, where? Let the people know. And let them know the name of the team, or the flag football team in the league and stuff.
The name of the team is the DMV Gorillas. And the first game, September 12th, will be in Baltimore. Right? There's going to be more details coming soon, but the league is called the BCOFFL. So we're going to be up and going September 12th. If you can make it out, hey, I love to see you out there.
So what's like the age groups? Is it kids, adults?
Nah, this is adults.
Adults.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably feel like.
So is it on the level of like a professional league?
That's like I thought about. You know what I'm saying? Moving towards that as it went on, but right now it's just strictly flag, adult flag. You know what I'm saying, man? Men's team. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Then I thought about like going forward in the future, starting other like women's team. You know what I'm saying? Just well, we starting here right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't think too far ahead. I just gotta put all my eggs in this basket right here.
So what do you find the most intriguing about it? Like what was the most challenging of assembling a team and directing its affairs? Because I'm sure it's a lot of moving parts. To being in charge of a team. So talk about that a little bit.
Well, the biggest part behind just having a team is just getting guys to buy in. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my brother, we had the vision of where we wanted it to go. We still have the vision, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't been lost. But then you have guys who come across who, hey, Marty, hey, I want to be a part of the team. Bring them on, you know what I'm saying? They don't show up in practice. They don't get their uniform money in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of BSing and playing around. Like they gotta realize at the end of the day, it's not just a business. This is something with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't play about it. You know, I gotta take it serious. So that's probably just the biggest thing behind it. Just getting guys to show up to practice. Everything else, I feel like we're handling pretty well.
Yeah, so was it pretty difficult behind the scenes, like to put it together? What involved it, like securing the properties and stuff? How did that come about? Was that difficult?
Well, securing the practice fields, like in DC, you got a lot of public fields where you could practice on for free. So that wasn't a problem at all. Like securing a place to practice, we just had to figure out the time slot that worked out for everybody. And so far we haven't run into any problem practicing, and I'm blessed that we were able to do that. But everything it's just been smooth. It's been smooth so far. Haven't really struggled too much.
So, to the RG training,
yes, sir.
There's always a need for effective personal trainers.
Definitely.
People always want to get in shape, always want to drop a couple of pounds. So what made it? You talked about what it made it make sense for you, because you were like, hey, I gotta work on myself. Everybody keep calling me to work out. I might as well go ahead and kill two birds with one stone and get it out the way.
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy about it though? Is it something that you enjoy about it? And what kind of experience can any future clients expect from RG training?
Well, the biggest thing I enjoy about the training is the satisfaction people get from their results. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like, okay, within the first 3 weeks they drop down 1 to 5 pounds, 1 to 7 pounds, and they get so excited, get so happy, and then they want to keep going, keep pushing harder. They come to me, Marty, I lost this much pounds. I'm able to fit my jeans. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to put on a smaller shirt than I was before. That gives me satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Letting me know
We
that,
love helping people and seeing them
yeah,
accomplish their goals and
yeah,
stuff.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what keeps me able to just to do it, right? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what people can expect if they join, you know
Yeah,
what
if
I'm
they
saying?
want to be a future client, what
Yeah,
you know, what can they expect from you? What type of why should they come to RG training? Tell them what they're going to expect and what they're going to get that separate RG training from everybody else.
the type of training I offer is training that I've I'm embedded in. Like this is training that I've been doing for years, training that I trust from other trainers, other coaches, and I wouldn't dare give anybody a workout that I'm not able to do myself. You know what I'm saying? So anything I give you to do or any future clients, just know it's been done before, it's possible. So I'll even do the workout with the clients if they want me to. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? There's videos on my page of me doing the workout with my clients. So you know what I'm saying? It's always possible. You have somebody to push you, you have somebody to help you get better mentally. You know what I'm saying? I offer like nutritional advice. So I mean, you'll get a lot. You'll get me. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Mm-hmm.
you get.
Absolutely. And so also I know you have a alcoholic drink.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Uh, and I
Uh-huh.
just happen
Show
to
them a little
have
something.
one right here.
Yes, sir. Jungle juice. Yes,
Jungle
it is.
juice. Yes,
Yes, it
indeed.
is. Yes, it
I
is. Show it
just,
to the people.
I just happen to have a bottle here,
Yes, sir.
courtesy of my man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna try it out for sure,
Oh yeah.
and we'll see what it's like.
No doubt.
So congratulations on that one.
Appreciate
So,
it.
first of all, what's in it?
Ah, okay. I'm gonna tell you what's in it without telling you what's in it. Cause I
Absolutely,
don't want
as much as
you
you
know
can
what I'm
tell,
saying.
much as you can tell.
It's three different alcohols in it. Usually like when I make it, I like to include a dark, a light, and either a wine mixture or a wine cooler mixture. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
It's potent. You know what I'm saying? And the like
dark
it's also, yeah,
wine.
exactly.
Oof.
It's also mixed with some
Okay.
natural ingredients such as like natural fruits. You know what I'm saying? Fresh
Mm-hmm.
fruits.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when you drink it, it has like some pulp in it, but it's not like all of it's fresh. All of it's fresh.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely stand behind it. And when you drink it, it's smooth. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every time I indulged in it, I didn't wake up have any hangovers
Yeah.
or anything of the sort
Yeah.
because of natural ingredients in it. There's no extra added sugars.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Correct.
that's the biggest thing. Just the natural ingredients and the the experience behind it. It's
Mm-hmm.
a good experience when you drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Feel
Okay.
good.
So was it a blend that you had already liked, something you had just already been doing? And you was like, let me put it in the bottle, or did you have to go through a process to determine the taste? You know that and then approve it, or what was that like?
Well, growing up, you know what I'm saying, going to HBCUs, PWIs, you indulge in a lot of different alcohol. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of different things thrown your way. You know what I'm saying? So there is not too many alcoholic brands out there that I haven't tried. So uh, I thought about it. I was like, okay, well, you have your folks who are in the fashion with the Real Gorilla brand. You have your folks who are in the football with the flag football team, and your fitness folks, the RG training. Let's appeal to another crowd. You know what I'm saying? So that's what brought about Jungle Juice to appeal to the party crowd. I say,
Okay.
and the it wasn't just a particular brand of alcohol.
Definitely sound like you were more party after though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. It wasn't a particular brand that brought me in. It was just the fact I wanted to appeal to another crowd.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's all that was.
Mm-hmm. So, and it starting an alcohol brand sounds challenging for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Even with sports drinks, I'm sure that it's challenging.
Hmm.
So, how did the idea come to you about the process and stuff? Like, how did it come to you about Jungle Juice? Like, what made you say I want to name it Jungle Juice and I really want to put it on the market? How did that come about?
Well, I had the idea because, like I said, I wanted to just touch different crowds and keep it within the realm of the brand. Gorillas reside in the jungle, and already when you go to like certain parties, you'll have people mixing up their own brand of jungle juice. My brand of jungle juice, instead of the I in juice, we put the one to have it relative to Real Gorilla,
Okay.
the one replacing the I.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the unique change I put on the name of jungle juice. But you know, I don't know, I just wanted to be different. I just wanted to be different and just touch that crowd. That's all it was.
So as brands go,
Mm.
uh, what was your vision with these products and services in relation to each other?
I all like once I started, I told myself I wanted to be bigger than Nike. That's a dream, and I still I'm still working towards it. I don't really look at other people's brands and want to compete with them. I want to work with them. I look at them and sometimes I want to buy and I do buy, and you know what I'm saying. And some people are kind of like iffy with supporting each other, but that's not me. I'm about supporting the next man. But yeah, just that drive to want to be the next big black owned brand was what really drove me to, you know what I'm saying, get everything going and just to stick it out. You know?
Mhm. And how do you think it works to your advantage? Because all of them intertwine. So is there an advantage to that?
Yeah, yeah. With the football team and the training, both of them have I say you have reasons to pay attention to the clothing brand because you could get a discount as a football player on
Mm-hmm.
the DMV Gorillas team to the clothing brand. As
Mm-hmm.
a client for the training business, you know what I'm saying, you can get a discount for the clothes as well. So everything circulates around Real Gorilla, the clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they have their own entity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they grow on their own while
Mm-hmm.
still giving back to the original. You know, I think that was the biggest thing, just to have something as a feeder to the clothing. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. So what attributes can you identify within you that you feel helped you the most throughout your entire journey this far? Because the journey, like I said, is remarkable, man. To be 27 years old, you have life experiences
Mm-hmm.
like someone old like myself.
Mm-hmm.
You done seen the
Appreciate that.
world, you done played sports all over the place and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, what attributes can you identify within yourself to help you most throughout your entire journey? And I can tell you one myself, just being open minded enough to leave your
Yeah,
familiar surroundings and the home of your city and your big city and stuff and just go to a whole nother country and pursue your dream. That's huge right there. But
definitely.
just talk about some of them things for me
Well, the biggest attributes I say I have is being a people person. I'm not afraid to be that guy who walks in the room and have uncomfortable conversations.
though.
Everybody's in the room being quiet. I'll walk in and say, "What's up? How,
Mm-hmm.
how everybody doing?" You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just to get conversations going. Being that cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just not ever like taking no for an answer. You know, one person will tell you no. You could have 20 people tell you no. All you
Mm-hmm.
need is one yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
it.
yeah,
Just
that's
one.
all you need.
Just
So
one.
just the dedication and drive I feel like I have in everything I do. You know, I feel like those attributes are important as an athlete, as a business owner, as anything out here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, dedication, drive, being open, networking, being real business savvy. Um, I feel like just those attributes alone would just take you way further than you expect to go.
So we're going to jump into one of the subjects that uh, we always talk about here on outside the game, and it's name, image, and likeness. Um, it's a law that was just passed, and I think it affects. the college kids and stuff on a just a different level. And me personally, starting this podcast, one of the things I wanted to do to just get out there and to let the parents and the kids know how important this is and how big of an opportunity this is to not only get an education but provide for your family, and to help be one of the avenues that you can use to change generational wealth and leverage this social media and the deals and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was one of my reasons of having a young guy like yourself. First, just talk about what are your thoughts on the name, image, and likeness? Is it well overdue? And what could you had done? If you had the opportunity to use social media and deals and get endorsement deals and stuff like that. So just give me your thoughts on that.
Well, for name, image, and likeness, those are important things, very important things nowadays because everything revolves around the internet, social media, and even businesses. They have their own Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter set up. So if you're gonna make one or any of the platforms, you have to conduct yourself as if you're a business already. So as soon as you create it, you're out there. So anything you post, it has to be ready to be seen by hundreds, thousands, millions of people. So you just have to look at and monitor things before you even like think about posting. Because one bad post can turn off thousands of people at a time. Thousands, and that's something I'm not gonna lie. I'm not perfect. I still struggle with it a little bit, but you won't see me post too much garbage. I'm posting a lot of stuff about uplifting messages, motivational quotes, my workouts personally, other people's workouts, positive stuff. You're not gonna see me post too much garbage, but
and see, the thing is, you if you want someone to give you some money for something,
definitely.
You cannot be on the internet talking about certain things and doing certain things and presenting an image that's not worthy enough of someone's giving you some money to represent a company.
Definitely.
Because that's in essence that's what you're doing when you get endorsements deals. You're representing the company. So if you can give kids and parents advice, because you got kids in junior high school, and they're looking at it. Oh, I can get paid, but you have to bring something to the table. So is there some advice that you will be giving kids right now to prepare themselves for being able to get a deal or being in that position? Is there things they should be doing, and what should they be doing to prepare for that? Because along with being a heck of an athlete in training, you have to bring something to the table. So what should they be doing to prepare themselves for them opportunities?
I say kids, like it's hard to give advice to kids because kids at the end of the day, their following is not going to start off as that big. But what they can do now is just pay attention to all of the positive figures out here. It's a lot of figures out here who do things and it works for them, and it might not be the best thing to follow, and they don't care who looks at it, and there's a lot of kids looking at them, and they sway kids to move in that direction, and that direction might not work for them. So for kids, they just have to monitor what they're looking at. What I'm saying? You got YouTube that's swaying kids to do all types of crazy stuff. Uh, Parents gotta just do a better job of monitoring what their kids are exposed to. I'm saying? So that's really the biggest thing I could give to the parents and the kids. Just watch what you're exposed to.
Absolutely. And I think it's important, especially for our young black athletes, man, to take advantage of this platform and this opportunity that they have. I'm big on trying to change generational wealth and having a lot of ways of making money. And this could just open up so many doors for them. They can use their platform because everyone's not going to make it to the NFL or to the NBA, like
Yeah.
and yourself, you had to start brands and businesses and all that stuff, and just having a leg up and being able to do it in school,
Yeah.
that's a big opportunity for us, man.
Definitely.
And it can lead to so many other doors and so many other platforms. You can do what you want. So I always just try to stress upon the kids, man, about how important it is to take advantage of these platforms and use your platform for the right thing, man.
Definitely.
Because it's very important. It's very important, especially if you have aspirations of making it to the level that you're on or further in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's very important. And it's one of the aspects that's now going to be important in kids' lives from here on out. Because I don't foresee this going anywhere.
Nah.
I thought that this was going to happen a long time ago. Me personally, I think it's well overdue.
Yeah.
I spoke to a lot of people on the show, and guys would, play big time college basketball and stuff. And, they was talking about how they went to the to the store and seen their jersey and then people buying them, but they can't get nothing from it.
Yeah.
And they talk about the sacrifices they made with their bodies and playing hurt and stuff like that. And being on TV and stuff like that, and they couldn't get anything from it. So I just want our young kids to prepare for it. Have something to bring to the table, man. You need more than one way of getting paid. You can't bank on just being an athlete. It's so many different ways in sports and stuff that you can get paid. We always don't have to be a rapper and all that stuff. And I just want us to just think long term, man.
Definitely.
And try to change some generational wealth. And that's definitely what I'm about on the show.
Yes, sir.
And man, first of all, it was a pleasure, man. We worked together. We worked at camp together a little while ago, man. And
A lot of fun.
I just want to say that just crossed my mind, but I just want to say rest in peace to the young boy PJ, man, because that was PJ that was at the end of the field. We worked at camp, and we actually.
Funny thing is with that, like when I first seen it on TV, I looked at the TV for like I want to say 10 minutes while they doing the broadcast. I'm like, I know him because it was a few days after the camp.
Right, I didn't realize it until when I saw his mother.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh my God, that's PJ."
Yeah, and it hurt because I was just looking at this boy in his face. I'm talking like, bro,
8 years old,
running out and up, and he, yes sir.
I was telling people how hard that young boy worked.
Yeah.
He worked so hard in camp. I gave him that award because he came there one day. He didn't say anything. He just worked hard. Yes sir, everything. No crying, no nothing, and he was getting it. So yeah, man, rest in peace, PJ, man. 8 years old, man, was killed playing a video game in the DMV area, man. That was a little sad. We had an honor to work with him and his mother a couple of days before he was fatally shot. So that kind of messed all of us up a little bit because he was a great kid and his mother was in the heat, in a 95-degree heat on the ground, doing drills with her son out there and was passionate about the game, man. So that's just kind of rough right there. But we work together in the camps, and we've been talking and stuff, and I just want to wish you good luck, man, on your future endeavors. And hopefully upper echelon gonna help you on the way to some of them journeys, and I just want to wish you the best, man, and don't give up, man. No matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Keep pushing, and I hope for the people or the kids who watching out there who, got dreams and aspirations, man, you got to know that you have to be resilient. It's going to be some no's. It's going to be a lot of no's, actually.
And
business, business and everything. But, you got to be resilient. You got to prepare yourself for these things too, and put yourself in the proper positions so that you're able to take advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves. Because you can have opportunities put in front of you, but if you're not ready to do something with those opportunities, it's all for nothing. So hopefully you can take some advice from Coach Martin, man, and just listen to some of the things he said, and internalize it and use it. And I just want to thank everybody who's watching. I want to thank you again, Coach, for having me. I appreciate y'all, man. Season 2, Outside the Game. Man, I got some real heavy hitters coming up real soon, man, that I'm gonna release to y'all. Real heavy hitters, man.
Yes, sir.
Upper echelon, we continue to do our work in the community and get this thing rolling, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Shout out to Flagstar. Flagstar, my man
Flagstar.
Carl.
Yes,
My
sir.
man Carl.
Yes, sir.
Flagstar. I'm gonna get you on here, Carl.
Big love.
I shout out to Flagstar, man. Brought us together, man, and does a lot of work in the community with the kids, man, and camps and
Yeah.
just doing good things in the community, man. So, hey, once again, don't forget to join me outside the game
Yes, sir.
each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. 7 p.m., man. We're going to talk about some good things here, man. We got big things coming up. Peace and blessings. Thank you once again, brother, for joining me.
No problem.
Everybody be safe. No problem. Everybody be safe. Shout out to my man. My man, I don't usually shout him out, man, but my executive producer, man, Derek Adams, man. He might cuss me out for even saying his name on the show. He don't like none of that, but that's my ace boo coon. Shout out to him, man, for helping this show grow by each episode, man, and for all the hard work you do, just as much as I do, man. So once again, thank y'all, man. Everybody be safe. Peace.
Yes, sir.